All right, in this video, we're gonna go over a basic talking head setup. I'm gonna talk about how I got this shot here, lighting placement, not too much on the gear because there's so many different types and so many brands and everything, but it's just a basic walkthrough on how I set up lights. And I know various ways of doing it, but we're just gonna focus on one way of doing it, okay? Let's go. So whether you're doing online content or a course, online course, you're gonna need to know how to do a basic talking head setup. Now, what I'm gonna do is basic lighting, and that's about it. It's not gonna be too scientific at all. Now, I've chosen my bedroom because it's a place where I normally practice a lot. And what we're gonna do now is tell you what you're gonna need to get a basic shot. All right, stands. And I have one here for the key light, and I have another one potentially for the backlight. Haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna do it. And also for the key light here, I'm gonna use a lighting modifier. This is a, what do you call it? It's a softbox, yeah, softbox. Words are hard. Okay, so this softbox I like particularly because it's like a rapid deployment. Take it like this, and you just, boom, and it's ready to go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is put this here. I'm gonna connect these two. I'm also gonna take my stand, and what I like to do is I like to place my key light on the same light as where the existing light source is, meaning the window. It's better if you don't even have a window, so because then you dictate where it's coming from. But just to stay in line from where the natural light is coming from, I'm gonna put the key light right here, about a good 45 degrees off to the side from the subject. Now I'm gonna grab this light here. What I'm gonna do now is get it on the stand. I typically like to have the light aiming down because that's where light naturally comes from. Most of the time, light is coming from above. So, there's that. And for the color temperature, I'm gonna go somewhere around 5,600. Okay. Somewhere around there. And there are ways where you can match this light. Oh, importantly too, this is a bi-color light, meaning the color temperature, you know, how warm or how cool the light comes out, you can control that with these type of lights. They're bi-color. That's what I like about this one. All right, so what I'm gonna do is put this up here. Currently, it's at about 2%. I'm gonna increase it soon. But for right now, I just want to have it just above them. So it's 45 degrees off to the side. Let's see where we are. Okay. Now he's looking kind of orange and everything because I have this lamp on just behind this camera. What I'm going to do now is turn this off so that there could be some type of consistency. All right, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna increase the intensity of the light because I only have it at like 2%. We're gonna jack it up. For this, I'm gonna bring it up to like, right now it's at 32%. Let's get a look and see what that's doing. Okay. Right here. And depending on the camera you're using, you can control the color temperature in camera. So if I can control all the ambient light, then I can dictate what it's going to be. So I can have the in-camera color temperature matching the key light. Okay. Okay, the percentage is now at 38%. I kind of like what that's doing here. Let's see. And again, we're going for very basic. We're not trying to do anything crazy. And This is just setting up a key light. What I like about this key light or this softbox is it has a layer of diffusion on the inside, and then it has this honeycomb grid. And what this honeycomb grid does, it keeps it from spilling everywhere. So it's kind of going, it's more directional. Okay. And to add a little bit more of dimension to the shot, what I like to do is add a backlight. So I'll use a less powerful light. This modifier, these are called barn doors. And again, I'm saying what everything is because not everybody knows. So, and I guess I'll make more videos where I really walk you through everything. So I'm going to turn this light on here, right? And this is going to act as a backlight on the subject. Right now it's at 100%. I don't like that. So what we're going to do now is also make this warmer so that there's more contrast. And now we're going to go to the intensity of this backlight, and we're going to go to 20%. Still too harsh. Let's bring it down to like, let's go down to like 7%. You could do that as well. And what I like to do with the backlight, right, is as I'm monitoring it, I don't want light from the backlight to be on his nose. So if you're looking straight at the lens, see what it's doing here? So it's on his back. It's not really on the side of his face. So what it's doing is it's causing like a rim of light. It's giving him like a 3D pop type of effect. In most cases, you want to have this out of the shot. So what I'm going to try to do is move it out somehow. Okay. Slowly move this as much as I can to get it out of the shot. And what's a little tough about it is that, you know, sometimes that's hard to do. You kind of don't want it in the shot. But I still want to kind of aim it at his back. Not the side of his face, but at his back. So I usually like to get in close. Make sure it's not. What do you think?
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah. Cool. All right, we're gonna, and because it has barn doors, right? What these barn doors do, they close and open like this, so you can kind of shape the light more. So I don't really want it spreading everywhere. But again, I'm doing it in a tight space like this, just to, I don't know, I like to challenge myself. So there's that. It looks like it's still in the frame. In a lot of cases, you can really edit this out in post. You can kind of crop in, so that'll be gone. Just trying to, all right, let's put that there. And this is one way of putting a backlight on a subject. Okay, so this is our way of backlighting a subject. And if you look at it, you'll notice that it's kind of, the shadows are darker on this side. Let me see if I can get it more on you. I don't even think it's aiming at you. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's see. Do you think that it's on your nose? Okay, okay. And I use these 5-in-1 reflectors as a way of adding more light to the side of his face. So this is without it. This is with it. And there are ways where you can just put it just slightly out of frame. So this is with it in the, without it. Not sure if you can see it. And your lens choice matters too, because if you're like on a wide angle lens, it's harder to hide more things. So this is on a 24-70 millimeter lens. And right now I have it somewhere near, it's a little over 24. What I can do is I can zoom in some, like that. Okay. So now if you notice, since I've zoomed in, it is now, it's easier to see the stands aren't in the way. If I put this up, it's not in the shot anymore, or see, I can have it just out of frame Just doing that. Just to make it brighter on the side. I kind of like how this looks. Gives it a brighter look. Okay. All right, so I like what it's doing here. Again, yeah, a little bit of the light, a little bit of the backlight is kind of on his nose. It's okay. We're gonna live. It's fine. Bonus tip, if you have lamps in the background, that's kind of cool. Check this out. Boom. We're adding some more dimension here. A little bit of interest in the background. Another thing I can do here is tube lights, things like this. These are magnetized. I dig them. I have one over here, right? I have another tube light here. Again, you don't just wake up one morning and have a bunch of gear, but it's just giving you just a rough idea. And these, I don't even have them on at like full strength. It's like at 9%, like 10%, stuff like that. So let me move out of the way. And in some cases, right, what you could do is put a little YouTube plant, something cool over here, so that it doesn't look so empty. So I hope this was helpful. Again, there's a lot of different ways of doing this. There's a lot of different modifiers you can use, but I just wanted to try for something simple, and I'll probably do more in the future. Again, you really just need a key light, a way to soften the light so it's more flattering on the face. Backlights are optional. It gives it more of a 3D pop. You know, you could put the backlight on this side, you could put the backlight on this side. Practical lights, as they're called, just something for more added interest in the background. I'll probably make more of these in the future where I just try different methods, because there are a lot. There are a lot. But this is if you're just starting off and you kind of have some resources. It doesn't have to be the lights that I used. There are so many lights out there, so many. You know, but you work with what your pockets can handle, okay? And I hope this helped, and I love to see what you guys make.